Hi and welcome. Today I'm here with chit chat, where I've been, life update, where did I go the last 3 months during 2024. Also a mini haul. So my last video was in September. It was my summer to fall nail polish rack. Then the first hard frost came to my garden last September, so it was time to clean and close down the garden, and I had about 40 dahlias to dig up, to dig up, 40 dahlias to dig up and store. And I didn't know where to store them yet, but I was thinking that I had two cold storage places in my house. I knew one was very full, but maybe there was still room for my dahlias, but I did check and I said no, there's no way. And then I knew there was one behind me when I'm filming. You know, I had a kallax shelf behind me, and behind that is a white door. There is a cold closet storage, but to access that door I had to shuffle around my wardrobes. I had to empty the kallax shelf and shuffle it. And I looked in and I saw that it was messy, but not too much things. And I saw that it's a second room next to it. There's a small opening underneath the roof area, but I could squeeze through. So I could move a lot of things to the next area, or the right next room. I can show you photos here. So that how it looked like. Like I had started to clean a little bit. I did forget to take a reel before, but that was like almost before. There were two doors and there was like a lot of things, but I also did clean out and did throw away things that was dirty and broken. I was like no. So I did do a little bit of cleaning still in there, and I did clean and organize, but it took me like a whole week, like 5 days, but I also had to rest like 2-3 days, so it took me a few days to do that. So I did put down some plastic, the rugs, or we call it carpets, mats, I think it's rugs, because there are a lot of like wood shavings as the floor, so I put down things so I can walk in there. And I did put the growing gardening shelves in there that I had already, so now it became a very cozy little nook. Now I have about 30 dahlias that are sleeping in there, but now I will start to take them out and start to divide the bigger ones and see how many I get. But it took me the whole October. First fixing, like the first week of October, I fixed the storage area. Then the whole October it took me to dig the dahlias, because first it's good to let the foliage get a frost, because that gives signals to the tubers to hardening off, like to harden and be ready for winter. So it's good to let them have the frost, cut back the foliage, then let them be in the ground for like 5 days, then start to dig them up. So I did it, and then to clean them a little bit from the dirt and things, then let them cure, then put them in boxes and store them. So there are very many steps. So that took me whole October, and I also emptied pots and took down my polytunnels. So it was like a lot to do. And then, you know, in October I felt like I had destroyed my filming area, so it made me like lose inspiration to film, and also very tired. Because when I get tired, I also have difficult to speak, because that's how it is. Because when you're talking and speaking, you use your brain, your muscles, you use a lot of energy doing that. So I need to be still and quiet when I'm resting. So then in November I just like still my filming area was like disrupted. I was like, but also I can't do any updates on my projects because the finale will be in December, like just 1 month. Like there will not be much difference in 1 month for me. So I felt like, okay, then I decided to take November off because I need every year to take a month that I just do nothing, just bed, sofa, eating, showering, just very very minimum day, because that when you have fatigue you have to do that, just like pause a whole month. I do need 1 month a year, then I need a week or two or a weekend during the rest of the year. So I did that in November. Then I thought I can do the filming on like Christmas Day to like New Year's Eve, you know, that week. So I can just enjoy December also. But in October I did book a trip to Stockholm. In just, you know, December 1st was a Sunday, so that weekend I went to Stockholm to see a friend. I hadn't left my town for like 1.5 years, like for more than one night. Last time I did go away to Stockholm was in May 2023 when I went to see Westlife. And I feel like I needed to go because it's so good for your brain to have a change of environment and do new impressions, like new things, and just forget about your home and your, you know, your schedules and your musts. So it's so good. So I did go on Thursday and came home Sunday, December 1st. It was so good. Like my brain was like, I just forget about home for a few days. And actually, when I came home, my brain hurt. It was like my brain was getting more space or something. It hurt from that, but it's so good. It feels like it's opening more things in the brain to do new things and more things and have fun with a friend. So that was very good. And now I can do the haul because I did that when I was in Stockholm that weekend. I did get myself a little bit of a Christmas gift early. So first is so I did go to Sephora in Stockholm. I did go there for 2 times. First time I just looked around. I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna buy anything. I will wait till Sunday when I go home. I have time before the train leaves. You know, we will see how much I will spend when I'm here. But on Sunday I did go back. I just know I want to have it. So I know I can order now from Sephora.com or .se to here, but I feel like it's fun to buy in the store. So I did get the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I have never had this one, but I had the Too Faced Glitter Glue. Just mine that I have is getting very low. The eyeshadow primer that I use. And I feel like this big tube will last me like 5 years or something. It's very big. Or maybe it's maybe the packaging that's big, not as much in it. I don't know, but I feel like it will last me many years. That's good. I feel like they are expensive. I feel like there are a lot of product in them. And then my biggest gift was this one. Eyeshadow palettes by Tarte. I don't have any palettes by that brand yet. I have seen them a lot on YouTube, especially their holiday collections. I feel like Too Faced and Tarte have the best ones. So this has 3 eyeshadow palettes as a kit, I think you call it, right? But you know, I haven't bought much makeup last like 2-3 years. I think I did when I went to Stockholm in May with Westlife, or I also did go in April that year. I did buy a Too Faced. I think it's better than chocolate palette. Then I have mostly bought mascaras only, because I have most of the rest that I need. So this is the first palette. So pretty. Packaging. And on the inside, this is the I haven't tried them. yet, and I also have not even swatched them because they're too pretty to swatch, especially the shimmery shade with that beautiful pattern. The second one. This is the pink purple palette. And the third one. This is more like a taupe cold tone. The first one I think was more warm toned. It's maybe more cool toned. So that's a mini haul. And then I came home and I felt like I need to rest, you know. For me, being 4 days in Stockholm will make me very tired. So I thought that, like I said, I will film in, you know, Christmas days to New Year's Eve, like, it's okay. So I will just make my home more Christmassy, decorate and things like that. But then something not planned happened. My grandma wants to have a knee replacement surgery, but in my town, they have said no, and in my you call it the district, you know, each like town, and like if you are many small towns, you have like one district for the doctors and stuff like that. So our district has said no because she is a little bit too complicated. She have more problems than Anisha. Have a bad heart and stuff like that. She's like, she is 87. But then here you can send your own request to a hospital, like for like a second or third, you know, I call it recommendation or third, because you feel like. I also think that my town, you know, the smaller the towns, the smaller the districts are, you don't have the same experience. Maybe not the same. Maybe the best surgeons don't live in smaller districts, sadly. So my grandma had sent a request to Stockholm, to the two hospitals there. Like one is Karolinska, and one is Danderyd. And Danderyd did answer. Like I think it was a Monday. What was it, like a Monday 9th or 8th? They answered that she was welcome to Stockholm, to the hospital on Wednesday the 18th. I was like, that's like next week. Because I was there when she got the mail. Because my sister was home, so my dad and my sister was there visiting her. I hadn't seen my sister for like 1.5 years. She's out traveling and enjoying her young life. So, but then my dad was like, "Can you go with her?" Like yeah, but I felt bad. Like maybe you can take the train. But I was like, I think she's too bad to walk. Like if you like I do. I have traveled a lot with trains, and there's a lot of walking to do. And my grandma has, like, she barely walks in the grocery store. Like, if she barely can walk in the grocery store, then like walking on train station and train, like, and steps, and a lot of steps. I was like, I don't think that is possible, and I felt bad because like it's too much for me. Like it's too much for me to do it by myself. Because if we're gonna go with train, I think I need one more person with me, and we probably need to spend the night before at the hotel, because her appointment was like 9:45 in the morning in Stockholm, and Stockholm is like 3 hours away from me. And you know, if you're gonna go by car or train, you have to, like the same day, you have to wake up like 4 AM, you know. So better to stay at the hotel closer by. So then my grandma asked my big brother, and he didn't have any work those days, so we did that. So he booked a hotel. So we went down on the 17th on Tuesday. So that was like, I did go to Stockholm again. And you know, I think that's a good thing for me. Like, since I don't have kids, I don't have a job, you know, I think that is good for me. I feel like I am needed by my family, and I can help them, you know. Like my grandma helped me and took care of me as a child, and now I can give back. So that's a good thing, that I can be there for her. And you know, I never know how long she have left. You know, she's 87, but no, she can turn. But I know that she can be 97. You know, but you know, you never know. After 85, like it's very like you never know. So and then on Wednesday we spend the whole day at the hospital, going to all the X-rays and meeting different doctors and anesthesia and all that. And they did say yes to do surgery. Because I was thinking that why do you need to, because they wanted here, or they need to sedate her, like make her use anesthesia, but she don't wake up easy. But I feel like it's a knee. Can't you just like do like bone marrow, like you call it, like you shouldn't have to like, you know, use anesthesia on them. Like it's the knee, you know. And maybe because my town, the hospital is not so experienced, but they said yes, they will do that, and they will do the, like they do when you're having kids in the back, the pain killer, or you don't feel pain, and they will give her like relaxing. So you mostly fall asleep, but it's not as heavy as being sedated. I think it's called, right, anesthesia. So. And they will do with a robot, so there will not be many cuts. So the healing is a lot faster. And they said that, yeah, and they said that we do a lot of this here, because I feel like Danderyd is one of the best hospital in Sweden. Like it's almost like, yeah, like one of the best ones, and they had the best surgeon. They had the best and also Stockholm is bigger. I think they do many knee replacement on 80-year-olds, so they have the experience. So I will probably go with her again, like in February and March. They said probably, because they said that now from December to like March they have to have less surgeries booked, because you know it's the slippery season. People will fall and break the hands and legs and hips, and it's the slippery season, and they will also go skiing and break a lot of things. So it's the ortho months, so they can't schedule that many surgeries during the slippery season. So then I came home on the 18th, on Wednesday. We did go home right after we been to the hospital, but it was the worst driving weather. Like it was the worst. It took us, I think, 1 hour extra to get home, because in Stockholm it was raining, like really like grey, dark rain. Here it gets dark like 3 p.m. and we left Stockholm at like 2:30 p.m. So it was dusk and rain and grey, like. But then when we came above Uppsala, it was snow in the rain. Because we go no more north, the more cold it gets. And when you get that rain, wet snow on the ground, it turns to like a slushy, like a muddy slushy. And that is so slippery, because it makes the friction, the tires is like, I feel like it's like you're having flour on the table when you're baking, so the dough will not get stuck to the table top. So you use the flour as like a medium, so that it will slide. And it's the same with this, like it acts like flour. The tires will just be sliding on that, so it's very dangerous, especially if you're gonna overtake a car. That's very dangerous, and you will get that on the windshield, so you don't see anything. It's like so bad. So we had to go very, very slow, and you know, take it easy. And it was dark, but then like after a while we did, of course. And when it is that kind of condition, they send out plow trucks to take this to scrape this away, so it becomes safer again. But then we have to go very slow, because we catched up to them, and they are maybe driving like 50 miles per hour, and the highway is like 90, 110. Now we have to drive 50. So we were behind them almost for an hour, just in 50 like. So then when we got halfway, like my brother was so tired. Like when you have to do that, like he had to like drive for 2 hours and just focus. Because when the highway is easy, you can just sit down and just like, you know. But now you have to have the cars everywhere. They're mud, they're snowing, it's raining, it's dark. You can't like lose focus. He was like, I need to eat, I need a break, like I'm too tired now. So we stayed to eat. So we stayed for 1 hour, and I was thinking that now the plowing machines or plow tractor will be gone because they have done their rut. So it's better to stay and eat and for 1 hour and then staying behind them for another hour. So we did that, and then we coming to my we coming into my town's district, like the line. It's like nothing. It's no rain, it's no snow, it's like cold and like clear air. It's like, what? This was like perfect now. But it took me a while to get home. We did go and leave and drop off my grandma. So I think I came home to my home like 8 p.m. in the evening. Like it was a bit. So then I was really tired. Like I had like fatigue after that. So like my Christmas plans was like, I just have to rest. This weekend I'm gonna take up my Christmas tree, but not much else. Like I have to rest now. So then, and then, you know, came Christmas, and I was with my family. Half day I was at my grandma's place. You know, that is my mom. The one that needs a new knee is my dad's mom. I do also have my mom's moms. So I have my both grandmothers still. I'm lucky to have that. So first my dad and my brother and my nephew was at the grandma who needs a new knee. Then in the evening my brother and me went to my aunt, that's my mom's sister. So that was my mom's family there, my mother, my grandparents, my uncle, my cousins. So we were there in the evening, like afternoon, evening. And there we have the search, and we playing the gift game. So it was really good. Christmas Eve, then on Christmas Day I decided to go out because I had been home for like 4 or 5 years. And I do like to go clubbing, I like dancing, I like the music, I like to dress up a little bit more sexier and do more heavy makeup. So I did go out on Wednesday on Christmas Day. Then also I did go out also on Saturday. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna film. Maybe I can film on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But of course I got sick. You know, when the viruses likes the holidays, when you meet a lot of people, there's always something there. So on New Year's Eve I just stayed home with my cat. I hadn't spent much time with him, so it was like we had a home night. We were watching TV. I did rewatch You on Netflix. That's a really interesting TV show. And I did drink bubble wine and just relax with my cat. That was a nice night. But then I got sick, and I was like, and I got tired. Like things came, you know, afterwards. So that was my last months of 2024, very busy. But it was good things, luckily, you know, they were only good things, so they kept me busy and made me tired. Because it feels good that you're tired from doing a lot of things, not like being tired just from existing, that I do a lot of times, or before. Now I'm a little bit better. So it was a good, so I was not bad anything like that. I have a lot, and like I said, I feel good that I can be helping my grandparents and my family who have kids and all that, to be their extra hand. I feel useful, you know, when it's like that. Yeah, because I do like, you know, struggling with my, you know, it's hard when you've been fighting for 20 years and like nothing changed. I still sick, I'm still to do the same thing. It doesn't feel like a victory, but I'm trying to see like forward that now I'm gonna like what can I do? Like I am sick pension, but can I do something? Like can I maybe study one class a year or something? You know, if even if it take me like 5 years to finish something maybe, but you know, I need to do something more than I'm doing now. Like I feel like our society have to be more helpful to people who are weak, because like I feel like many societies it's like you always give rewards to people who already do good, but we all don't have the same like starting point. We don't have the same, you know, resources, and you know, and many get sick and have more battles to do, so we need more help to get there. It's not that we're lazy or stupid or, you know, or we don't want to, but many of us can't do it by ourselves that as much. We need more time. So yeah, so and also that last year I did start to sell flower bouquets from July when I had my, like here you have like you can have like a flower stand by the road. So I tried that in August and September. I did sell a little bit. And also I was asked to be on a farmer's market in September and selling flowers, and so I did that. So I feel like I'm slowly getting to do things like I feel like more as an adult, and that's why I also like to film YouTube, because I feel like I'm an adult. I'm doing something like productive that many people do, you know. It feels a little bit of a job also, but also a fun hobby. So it's a mix, and also that is my focus for this year. I'm gonna sell more flower bouquets. So it's fun if I can have a hobby that gives a little bit of money. Like gardening is not cheap, and it's good if that can give a little bit more. Like maybe it might not go like with a profit, but it will maybe make the balance a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm hoping I can find a way, because that is maybe why I'm feeling scared, because this is the first time I'm allowed to find my way, and since I don't know what that is, it's scary because it's too empty. But that is also because when I was fighting I knew what to do, you know. That is something new, but it's something good. But like I said, I want to, our society have to count that we're doing something. But now I feel like it's doing everything or nothing. Like, but what's something, you know? We need to do something, because now they want to push everyone to work 100%. Some people cannot do that, but they want them to do that. But 75%, 50% is good if they can do that, but they don't count that. As for me, if I can maybe take a class like every season, maybe I can have an education in 5 years. So I'm doing something good with my money. That I do know I'm sick pension, so I do get money from the state. So it's maybe good if I do study and do something, you know, than doing nothing. And then maybe when I'm 45, they find a treatment, you know, or something. I can work or study. But then I'm 50 when I have an education and then start, you know. Isn't it better I'm doing something on my like level? Like, I know I can't study a lot, but something, you know, one class a season maybe. And also that I need that for myself to grow and feel I'm doing something, because last times I studied, it just went to hell, and I had to fight for my driver's license, I had to fight for my school. So I never was allowed to grow and like, you know, learn something. I just have to push a D, C or D. Just like be just barely, you know, so I had the right points. But what, like, imagine I did that from pushing myself, like it was really, really bad and hard. But what if I had the right time? Maybe I would have an A or B or A plus, you know, if I had the right. But I didn't. So, and I will do that in my next story, my story time, life story. That I will talk about the whole like line from when I got sick and to now, and then I will after that talk about my driver's license. That was also a fight. So I had never really enjoyed like getting something, because I had to fight so hard for them. I'm always like I'm too tired to enjoy it. So But with my driver's license, I'm thankful today that I have it, because it's been really good for me, like years after. But it's sad that you're fighting for something and then you can't enjoy it because it's too hard around you with things. So yeah, so we see. I have asked people to see what I am allowed to do, but because I feel like we need to see everyone's potential, what they can do with the time they have, you know. Yeah. So because it's hard for me to, I have fought all these 20 years. I have gone through all of these things that really been hard, and just for the same thing, that's really hard right now. But I'm trying to, like I said, I did sell flowers, and now I'm gonna focus on that. So that's all for this video. I feel like I have talked too much and I'm starting to talk the same thing over and over. Then it's good to stop, because then you have said the things you need to say. Let me know if you want me to show you. I did buy the Lumene advent calendar, and let me know if you want to see what was in the calendar. I can do that next. It's good I can do the videos from about 2024, and then I can start with the new videos for this year. Thanks so much for watching. Hope I see you next time.